Hey everybody, welcome to the Your Life Blueprint Sound Vibrations for the shining day of Sunday, literally the sun's day. It's the solar vibration and it's an integrative vibration, bringing things together, the vibe of things coming together, the vibe of all these different things, different philosophies, different ways of looking at things, different ways of digesting, different ways of relating, different ways of emoting, different ways of desiring. All of these things, bringing all these things together today in this shining, radiating way. Today you can be the king or the queen. You can be the biggest planet in the sky. Well, it's not even a planet, but a luminary, right? The solar energy. We all have it somewhere. In the spiritual, it's wow, yeah, this really overriding thing, and wow. But you can have it in desires, you can have it in relationships, you can have it in career, you can have it in creative play, you can even have it in your physical health, like I do, where it brings the imbalance of heat. I gotta cool down, I gotta cool down, I gotta cool down. So, one person who had this in the spiritual, though, was the great musician, composer, guitarist, Frank Zappa. Frank Zappa. If you know anything about him, he was interested in everything, right? It's like the sun shines on everything. He's interested in everything. He doesn't exclude anything, musically especially. He was a classical composer. He was a rock and roll composer. He liked doo-wop music. He liked it all, pretty much, and he used it all in his music. So I'm going to read from Frank Zappa today on this Integrative Sunday. So Integrative Frank Zappa. And I'm going to integrate all the intervals today on the bass. So many books, so little time, right? Everything. Without deviation from the norm, progress is not possible. Well, the integrative personality is very ahead of its time, always thinking ahead. Look at Zappa's music. Some of it we still don't understand. If you end up with a boring, miserable life because you listen to your mom and dad and your teacher and your priest or some guy on television telling you how to do your shit, then you deserve it. It's the thing about the integrative, they shouldn't listen to other people's opinions. They have to think for themselves. They have to be their own teacher. Yes, they do. They have to be independent. They are independent. Information is not knowledge. Knowledge is not wisdom. Wisdom is not truth. Truth is not beauty. Beauty is not love. Love is not music. Music is the best. Music is the best. And one of his most famous quotes, or at least one of the ones I like the most, which I actually quoted in a documentary film about guitarist Joshua Breakstone. I don't know, I never saw the film. I don't know if they actually included this line in there, but the interviewer asked me what I thought of the state of jazz today. And I used the Frank Zappa line, "Jazz isn't dead, it just smells funny." I never set out to be weird. It was always other people who called me weird. Without music to decorate it, time is just a bunch of boring production deadlines or dates by which bills must be paid. Interviewer: "So Frank, you have long hair. Does that make you a woman?" Frank Zappa: "You have a wooden leg. Does that make you a table?" There's more stupidity than hydrogen in the universe, and it has a longer shelf life. A drug is not bad. A drug is a chemical compound. The problem comes in when people who take drugs treat them like a license to behave like an asshole. Drop out of school before your mind rots from exposure to our mediocre educational system. Forget about the senior prom and go to the library and educate yourself if you have any guts. Some of you like pep rallies and plastic robots who tell you what to read. Pep rallies and plastic robots. The illusion of freedom will continue as long as it's profitable to continue the illusion. At the point where the illusion becomes too expensive to maintain, they will just take down the scenery, they will pull back the curtains, and they will move the tables and chairs out of the way, and you will see the brick wall at the back of the theater. Yes. Art is making something out of nothing and selling it. Music is the only religion that delivers the goods. The United States is a nation of laws, badly written and randomly enforced. Take the Kama Sutra. How many people died from the Kama Sutra as opposed to the Bible? Who wins? Government is the entertainment division of the military-industrial complex. All the good music has already been written by people with wigs and stuff. You can't be a real country unless you have beer and an airline. It helps if you have some kind of football team or some nuclear weapons. But, in the very least, you need a beer. Go out and make it a bright, 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 sunshiny day.